Testing, testing, testing. Get that a little higher. Get this in a little bit. Oh boy, cable carnage. How do I route this? Can't. Get in there. Yeah. That's really ugly, but whatever. Alright. I think we're live. Looks like the stream is up. No problems so far. I can see my mouse move. Very good. Now just time to quickly advertise if you're catching this replay. I'll be playing IL-2 1946. Just give me a couple minutes to get started. Okay, there it is. What mission do I want to do today? Which is kind of a silly question. It's the same mission I do every day. Try to take over the Marat with a Stuka. I don't know how you say it. Marat. But this is going to be a lot of fun. Pretty simple plan. On the 16th September, heavy Soviet warships bombarding German troops came under attack by 30 Stukas led by whatever Steen of Stuttgart 2. Stormgruppen? No, I have no idea. The Russian battleship, the Marat, was hit by at least one 500-kilogram bomb. Was hit by at least 1 kilogram bomb and has had to put into Kronstadt Naval Base for repairs. Let's get this. Alright, our medium bombers raided Kronstadt on the 19th, but apart from damaging a destroyer, reported no hits. However, they did report a very intense barrage of heavy anti-aircraft fire. The Marat is still firing from Kronstadt Harbor itself, her huge 30.5 centimeter guns, so 14-inch, wreaking havoc on our front line and preventing further advances along the coast towards Leningrad. My goodness, I can't imagine a battleship's barrage actually causing some line to come to a standstill. Anyways, our mission is, here it is. Stukas to Immelmann has been tasked with sinking the Marat in Kronstadt Harbor. The first Stuka wave has been met by intense anti-aircraft fire that darkened the sky over Kotlan Island and shot down Hauptmann-Steen. You are flying in the second wave of 12 Stukas from the third group, led by Oberlieutenant Hans-Ulrich Rudel. You are accompanied by Messerschmitt Bf-109 F2s and of some other group, 54. Leave them to deal with any fighter opposition and concentrate on your job. The opposition will be intense, but it's the best chance we have. Good luck. Yeah, I like this. It's kind of interesting. I mean, this is a really fun mission because it's the only one you have where you can actually use a Stuka. I've tried the mission before where you just play a Stuka in a dynamic campaign. It's not quite as fun. You get a lot of simple missions. And you get shot down very quickly. Okay, I was going to make mine the Void, but let's go with the default. Okay, well, good luck to us. Let's hope my joystick is set up. This could be like a really, really short stream if for some reason my joystick went back to not working correctly. And what we'll find is this is 1946, the older IL-2 Sturmovik, but oh god, controls are very bad. Yeah. Do I have to calibrate it every time? I can do it. I can make do. This is the rut. I'm not touching anything right now. We got some severe trim problems. Oh god. I'm practically gonna stall because of this nonsense. Let's go to autopilot mode, and while that is going on, let me see if I can somehow sneak in game controller. Control shift, left click, calibrate. Can I do this? Okay. Now let's see. Okay, it's not working, but I definitely need to very quickly calibrate. Let's try this again. Okay, press the button. Good, it's working. We're gonna get it. Gonna have the thing back done just in time. Aha, it worked. Okay, into the game we go. Woo! Oh god, it did. It did it again. It always does this. AI, I don't know why it does this. Well, we'll be at the very end of the bombing run now. Because my guy decided to make a U-turn. Kind of nice. It's the little bombing area on the floor. 1 minute to target. I better slow this down and hop back into the cockpit. So we can see it down there. Travis Cole asks, so a DCS-like game? Yeah, this is a flight sim. Well, from what I hear, the flight model is not quite as accurate as the later IL-2, Battle of Stalingrad, and definitely not as accurate, I'd imagine, as something like DCS. I'll be very late to this bombing run, by the way, so... Oh! See an island below us. Those are fortifications. Probably I can see the... Oh, there it is. Somewhere down there is what we want to strike. They're already starting their attack run. We're way, way behind. Let's see if I can just make out the battleship. It should be right about where my propeller is. We're already in gun sight. This is pre-DCS and is amazing. Yes, War Games, you are correct. It is amazing. We're gonna do it. We're gonna nose over. War Games 2 says this is literally the best World War II flight sim. Wow, that's pretty high praise. Okay, so we're about to nose over. Can we scooch forward a little bit? Moving in. Alright, engage the air brake. Best part of the Stuka. Okay, we are way off course. Way off course. Yeah, that looks like it's been... No, it doesn't. We're gonna go for it anyway. No! Control 4. I want to see the ordnance! No! Do we hit? Can't get out of this. What did I do? I didn't want to do that. We're not going the right way, by the way, in case you were wondering. Have we dropped my bomb yet? I thought I dropped it. Yes, I did. Ah! Switch to the gunner! They're shooting at me! Oh god! Stall. I'm hit. Oh, we have no tail! Bail out! Yeah, War Games is correct. The Stuka has this auto pullout thing, and that's the really unfortunate thing is if you aren't in a correct dive, which should be 90 degrees, really 90 degrees. I think it's between 80 and 90, and if you pull up any more than that, we can just run the mission back, just refly it. And I can try with better joystick control to do it again. Anyways, as soon as you start to pull up, it angles you up, it like auto levels you. Which means that I wanted to... Okay, so let me try to do this. Let me just let people pass me by, because I know that's what the game, kind of like the autopilot wants to catch up. It doesn't want to be where I am. So let me try to do level flight. I need to do two things. I need to figure out what is my control of my gunner. There are so many controls. This game is, I mean, you can take control of all the different engines. Okay, so that's all fine. Control Q is open close canopy. That's nice to know. Don't really need to know those things for now, though. Gunner controls. Fire. How do I switch to... Ah, C. C is the one I was looking for. And on top of that, we want ordnance view, which I thought I set to control F4, and it is there. Huh. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so we'll just go for it. At least the controls are better now. War Games Essay says, first of all, Travis Cole said acceptable losses, which is my death. War Games says the autopilot can be set to pull up at a certain altitude. So even if the pilot blacks out, you'll pull out and level out. Okay, that was it. But I also have the trusty autopilot that the game gives me, which is kind of like a cheat. Why are we so far ahead of everyone? I am not flying fast at all. No, because I'm flying low. About 50 or so? 70 now? Okay, yeah, we're just a bit low. One minute to target. You know what? I guess we don't need autopilot at all. I can fly it. What am I flying at? 4x? Let's gain that altitude. Alright, normal speed. Here we go. Take two. At least we're with our bomber group this time. See, I'm better than autopilot. I'm not particularly good at flying games. I'm not like horrible, but you know, I'm just something barely more than beginner. Okay, it looks like they're nosing over. We'll just follow this guy. He looks like he knows what he's doing. There's nobody behind him. There he goes. Engage the air brake. That's a wonderful sound. How's the sound volume? Yeah, I don't know why these guys... They had me going into this thing way too late. I think we can get it this time, though. Oh god, no! Complete the mission! Alright, bombs away! Yeah, this control F4. Not working. Did we hit? No idea. Let's just try to get out of here then. Hit the deck! Am I two? I wish I knew. Yeah, we're looking okay. We're actually gonna make it. We survived! You can shoot off your own tail, by the way. It's been done before, and it'll be done again. Why are you taking us back? I don't want to go back. What in God's name is this guy doing? I'm trying to figure out what my flight plan is supposed to be from here. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way, huh? Are you crazy? Can we just skip that part and say I did it? Okay, look, it really doesn't need us to go that way. Can't you see? Yes, good. Travis Cole says, be careful on your landing. You're missing part of your landing gear. I don't think we're going to make it that far. I don't think so, at least. The flak will hit you. Can and will. Oh, lots of parachutes down there. That's also not a good sign. So we did okay. I mean, we only lost our landing gear. I don't even see... What, is that a few hits over here? No? Looks pretty clean. Uh-oh. That looks less clean. Who's firing at us? We're low enough to be shot at by the gunners on the airstrip. Let's take some evasive action. Oh, God. Why aren't we following them? Where are we going? No! I refuse to let you kill me. It's a little bit close, huh? Okay, look, we'll go to this stupid waypoint. We're supposed to be at 148... No, 1,000 meters. And what are we at right now? Slightly too high? No, we were right about right. Does it count? Can I go home? I can. Yay! Alright, so let's see if the autopilot will take me home. And I will do the landing. Oh, look at that! We did it! Oh, another one bites the dust. I can do this landing. I can do it. Okay, so Wargames is just reading off closed radiator. He's reading off the dive bombing method. And the JU Junkers 88. These are the actual instructions. Wow. So I guess this is not friendly territory, huh? Ouch. Another one bites the dust. Number 1, close radiator. Number 2, set propeller pitch to 100%. 3, set bomb sight speed to estimate drop speed. You can also adjust during dive. 4, set bomb sight altitude, for example, 1,000 meters. 5, center trim. 6, press diver brake. I mean, there's a lot of steps here. The more important question is, how do you land with only... Oh, this is a long-ass flight back. And this is kind of the nice thing about streaming this, is you can take the time in the middle of the flight area, these long flight paths, to just relax. I guess we're flight lead. Am I number 2? If I knew what number I was, let's see if I can... How do I... There we go. I don't want to know who... I want them to call me out by name. I don't actually need a flight vector home. Technical... No. No. So I know I'm not 6, 7, or 8, or 9. Request for landing, maybe? 4! Ah! I'm number 4. Okay, so it wasn't us who got the little approval. It's good to know for the next time we try to do it. Plus, I got my permission to land. Well, if you think I'm going to go around in a circle like I should, you're kidding yourself. We back in German territory yet? It's usually a nice line that shows you where is friendly and where is enemy territory. This is R. I don't have that on the map right now. Travis Cole says he knows 5 and 3 are down. Yeah, well, we figured out we're 4 now. And 2 is the one who landed the hit on the Marat. You know what? Maybe I can... How fast are... I wonder how fast the autopilot is taking us. Probably not 100%. Probably just burn out the engine. Fly us a little bit faster. There's our shadows. Pretty cool. So this is a surprisingly good-looking game for being from 2006, I'd say. Yep. Somebody doing a little up and down. That's pretty much an AI maneuver. If they get too close, they kind of do weird things. Okay, should spot the airfield very soon. And I probably want to take control very soon, because I'm going to want to go this way. Where is the airfield? Too much? Can I zoom out a little bit? Okay, it should be basically just right in front of us. Looking for it. Okay, should be right... Ah! Okay, I see it. I am flying at 8x. Let's slow this down a little bit. Lower flaps. Don't do it this way if you're going to try to... I would probably be like, even if I land this, if the people saw me doing this, they'd probably just kill me. Shoot me when I get land. Not that I'm going to make it anyway. Don't see exactly the runway. Is that it over there? Am I a little bit off? Yes. I am a little bit off. Well, we don't want to actually blow up on the runway, right? There's the runway. Okay. Let's try to land on the runway. Or at least the side path of the runway. Let me scooch up a little bit. Scooch up a little more. Okay. No, I'm landing. I already requested you guys go around. We're gonna land on the little side path here. Never mind, it goes away almost immediately. No, it doesn't matter. We'll land on the side so that our other people can land. The trick is, as soon as I hit, I'm gonna have to pitch hard to the left to try to keep. One bounce, two bounce. Pitch, 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 pitch. Nicely done. Alright. Brakes on. Alright. Kill the engine. Oh, or bail out. my mistake. Control E was not turn off the engine, it was eject. Well, that was pretty successful. I mean, hey, we landed it with only one landing gear. Round of applause. Okay, so let's see what else we can do in this game. I was captured? I was captured? Come on. I was captured by the Germans because they really didn't approve of that landing pattern. Alright, if anybody's played this and you have a recommendation, what maybe I can do one. I do kind of like some of the carrier-based stuff. I'd rather fly an F6F. Ooh, nice. Oh, they only have exercises. What about this one? Nope, only exercises. I would rather fly a Hellcat, which is the 6, not the 4, which is the Wildcat. We could do some... Oh! Ooh! You can be a Pearl Harbor AAA gunner? What? That's pretty funny. I think the P-40 actually has a Pearl Harbor defense mission, yeah. It's not easy, though. I kind of like dive bombers, though. Battle of Midway. Let's do it. Wargame says, look up a 1946 plane called the Lurch. Look up British Sea Fire, or better yet, Wake with Buffaloes. Okay, that looks pretty cool with the Dauntless. Yeah, I think the Battle of Midway, let's do this, right? It's the turning point, quote-unquote turning point in the Battle of the Pacific between the United States and the Japanese. You start in midair over the Pacific Ocean. Your flight of SPD dive bombers is protected by a small group of Wildcats. Follow your flight leader as he attempts to locate the Japanese carriers, which have been spotted in this area earlier today. Your first sign of finding them will most likely be Japanese fire screen. Great. Maneuver to avoid their gunfire, but stay on course and do everything you can to locate and attack the carriers. You must do everything you possibly can to place some bombs on Japanese carrier decks. Remember Pearl Harbor. Now it's your turn. So I think it's a pretty... Oh, I should probably go over my... So it could be... the ultimate... Or we could be void. Probably this is ideal. I don't think the game actually like takes into account. So let me show difficulty. I turned off separate engine start and complex engine management, but I have engine overheat, torque, flutter, stalls, blackouts. I do not have G-force limits, and I don't have reliability turned on. I don't have bomb fuses, fragile torpedoes, realistic rocket spread, or realistic bombing. I don't even know what that one does, frankly, but I have what I would consider the main ones on. I don't really deal with view. I deal with view. That's like my own constraint. If I want to see something, let me see it, but I'll limit myself as I choose. Map icons. I don't have map icons, I think, to detect like enemy fighters and stuff. I just see my own fighter, though. I do see my own icon, which is just, I'm presuming that I have essentially good map reading skills or whatever. Do that for me. So let's go ahead and fly this one. I kind of like to build this up in my mind, too. I like to think, this is it. That we're actually going after... Oh, wow. This is... Look at that gun sight. We're actually going after the carriers, and, you know, we would have a real sense of duty. I mean, right now, this is like, we look in hindsight and it's like, oh, even if Midway hadn't gone their way, eventually the American industrial might would have caught up. But it was really on the fence. I mean, if Midway had gone against the Americans, it could have been much longer war, or more brutal, or I don't know, it might have been difficult to secure victory, because you need to wait for more carriers. So you have to, I really like the pressure. I like to put pressure on myself going into this fight, thinking that we really have to get these carriers, no matter what. Because otherwise, if we don't get them, they're going to get our carriers, and we're dead anyway. So. Now, the radio chatter we're actually hearing right now is the other... Let me see if I can go to them. Yeah, so we can see these are the torpedo bombers. Yeah, the torpedo bombers, the Avenger torpedo bombers. So they are actually making their way... Oh, God. That one is no longer making its way. These are the Wildcat support. Is that the last of the torpedo bombers? Did they just get annihilated? No, we have at least one more out there. It is being pursued. Blue, by the way, is Japanese. Kind of deceptive coloring. And this thing is, oh my god, just getting shot at every which way. Open the bay! Open the bay! Release! The American torpedoes were horrible. Just absolutely horrible. Can you get it off? Get it off! Do it for your country! They were absolutely terrible. So even like if this guy had correctly dropped his torpedo, it probably would not have activated. It would have been a failure. Kind of sad. Really bad torpedoes in the beginning of the war, which Midway was still the beginning of the war. The war has only been going on for about 9 months at this point, or even less than that. I don't think he launched. He's not going to make it anyway. He's going to have to ditch. There's no way he's going to make it all the way home with that fuel leak. Travis Cole asked, weren't the torpedoes eventually fixed? Indeed they were. But it took a long time. Even there was issues with torpedoes, like different issues cropped up. First it was depth keeping, but later it was torpedoes running in circles. That's how I think the most famous... Ray Word asked, weren't they Devastator torpedo bombers that early? Why are they Avengers? I don't know. Basically what I should say is, you're probably right. I don't remember when they transitioned to Avengers. Yeah, probably they were Devastators. Now that you say that, it makes sense. What was I going to say? I forgot my other point. But it probably wasn't very important. just speed up time a little bit here. So I do like to put the pressure on myself, though. Like, we gotta find this carrier. We have to find it, and we gotta blow it up. Raybird says, hello. I don't think I've caught a live stream before. Yeah, welcome. This is just a goofy stream. IL-2, not like the breadbasket of my channel or anything, but something fun to do. Here's our fighter protection. Raybird says, usually you are fighting battleships, and I can add to that, I'm fighting battleships with battleships. Wargame said one of the things I did learn is the MC-205 is one of the best mid-war planes. I don't know what the MC-205 is. Okay, this is our final approach to the expected position of the Japanese carriers. He says that it's a spaghetti plane, so Italian. Italian planes weren't aren't well known for their. Actually, I think their engineering was pretty good. Sometimes. I'm trying to think what are the planes I know of. 2 o'clock high. See them not. Not my duty to worry about the fighters anyway. Although it is kind of a bummer to get this far and then get shot down on stream. Four o'clock. Not very good visibility in this. Oh. Ah, what's this? What's this I see? Enemy ships. So this might be the other. Oh god, something terrible's going on down there. Raybird says I played 1940 or IL-2, but not 1946 years ago. I remember making custom camo skins and trying to get as many kills as I could with unlimited ammo on, yeah. It looks like a flat top right there. Like, am I crazy? Are we about to make our... I should probably get into the cockpit. That's definitely a flat top. Are we clear to engage? I think it's interesting that we have this, like, scouting unit. Oh, we are lining up for attack formation. Which one are we going for? Third one? Raybird says, go rogue! Lead my entire group to their death. Probably should go in just so I can start getting a feel for the plane right before we, you know, dive bomb. Yep, there's our attack run. I think this is my lead. I don't really know, though. I don't know if I'm the lead formation or not. Because we're not dive bombing yet. We need to climb to, like, usually it's 30, like, you know, 10 to 15,000 feet. Begin your dive bomb run from there. There's a way to turn on the information, which I have now forgotten, like your height and all that. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. Ah, okay, he's definitely turning. So we'll go after this last one, I suppose. That's what we're doing. Okay, beginning attack run. Just want to get a spot. Looks like we're at only 5,000 feet. A little bit low. Okay, he's definitely making his dive. Do we have a little, barely, little floor plate usually just so you can see what's going on? Okay. We'll nose over in a second. Alright, here we go. How's this? Is this good timing? No, not quite yet. Alright, here we go. Looks good. Nice hit. And, oh shit! We're hit! We're hit! No! Well, I think we've done some good damage to her, but not by my hands. Just unlucky. Just did not get in. We can kind of watch the rest of the fleet going in, though. I mean, the rest of the flight going in. Nice hit. I just missed with that one. Nice. That one's probably going to do some damage. Not from us, though. Jonas Axsmith said, "Great luck you got there." I really do have some terrible luck. My goodness. Okay, I don't think we'll refly this one, because it would take a long time even on AVEX speed for us to get back, I think. Okay, let's see how fast it is if I really speed it up. Travis Cole said acceptable losses. Okay, so we can maybe just watch other people. Oh god! They have the drop pods still. Didn't notice that. Okay. Go, buddy, go. Go, buddy, go. Oh god! Am I bad luck? Any shit? Every aircraft I look at just gets horribly mauled. So this is the next wave coming in. This is the ones we heard on the radio last time, a little bit later. So they should be ahead of us. Yeah, it's going to take a long time for us to get there, but we can watch these guys go in and eat it. Rayward says, do a fighter sweep. That sounds like fun. In fact, I'll do the Pearl Harbor mission. That one's action-packed. From the get-go, you climb and immediately you're being shot at by Japanese bombers. So, it's a lot of fun. Have to kind of watch, make sure that, in fact, I don't arrive before this group. Yeah, I was actually trying to kamikaze at the very end there, but it was difficult to, you know, I'm pretty sure what happened is I lost a wing. One of them's down. Are you gonna drop your torpedo? Is he gonna get there? Is he gonna get there? Who are you aiming for? We're beginning our attack run, so... No, we're not. Are we? 1, 2... No, I don't think this is us yet. Get me back. He's not going to make it anyway. Did he lose his engine? Oh! Did he just drop his torpedo? Or is he ditching? What the hell's going on? It'd also be kind of fun to play the Wildcats in this one. Oh, I mean, you have to go really slow to drop your torpedoes, so it must be that. But who the hell is he going for? Hi, Kurt Over. Those are odd CA designs. Armored cruiser. I guess heavy cruisers at this point. No longer armored cruisers. And we're getting close to our attack run, so we'll just stick to that. It would be fun to see them do their thing, but I'm pretty sure that they're just going to get shot down. Alright, so take 2. Alright, let's follow him in this time. Hopefully better than last time. Dive flaps are not open. Nothing's open right now. Yeah, we don't have dive flaps. I guess combat would be the closest thing. And bombs. Control F4. Control F4. Control F4. We hit. I didn't drop my bomb yet. Wait, what is my bomb command? Maybe this is the problem. Let's try this again. You know what? It's destroyed. Let's be greedy. Red is good, blue is bad. Okay, let me quickly scan the horizon for other targets. I'm pretty sure this is a flat top. We're going crazy. We're gonna take on this other one. Air brakes, yeah. Do I have them? Oh, yep, I do. Thank you. This one also looks like it's been hit. Let's climb a little bit. We're gonna do it. Keep saying that, I keep probably jinxing myself. That's not what I wanted.
Attention, bomber, 4 o'clock. Get him off me.
Did they drop this time? What the hell is my... Oh, it's a different button. It's a different button. Okay, I was using the wrong button. Well, that explains why I wasn't hitting anything. We got him. We're gonna do the not so dive bomber. Level bombing attack. I think we missed him. This is skip bombing. If you want to know what skip bombing is. Okay, alright. How about this? I promise I'll come back and do another stream when I figure out how to bomb something correctly. Until then, let's spare you guys. And let's do this one, which is pretty fun. Rayward says, poor American crew goes out before being trained. Yeah. Okay, so what do we have with this? I'm going to decrease my fuel quantity so we can climb a little bit faster, because we will need to climb a lot. Fuel's not very important. In fact, taking it down to 80 is not very much even. This is probably ASW, probably. That's right. Jonas, you flew with me one time, right? Engine starting. Start at around 20. Yeah, I'm lead. Okay, good. Brakes. Those are my chocks in. Okay, good. One of these things is... Okay, I have... Pretty sure... Here we go. Really hard to take off, as always. There it goes. Down and... We actually stayed on the runway, which is pretty amazing. And let's go ahead and pull up. Flaps raised. Gear up. A little bit further back. I kind of prefer the further back view. That is way too far in. I mean, I think I see Japanese people before we can even blink. Is this the wrong one? No, I thought. Let's just climb and get some height. What's the, what does it call for? 500 meters? No, I don't think so. Let's climb more than whatever it says. We are at... $300. So that's in feet though, it's not in meters. So we need to be at 1500 then. Oh, I'm probably at 3000. Okay, so I'm a little bit over, but whatever. Even though the arrow appears to be going the other way, I guess that's my mouse cursor. Yep. Looked like an arrow going the other way. But I want to gain a lot of altitude. By the way, is my... Yep, my wingmate is faithfully sticking with me. I think they must give the AI a speed boost, though, because I'm overheating. Exactly, I was about to say. Let's see, how do I open the radiator? Let's open the radiator. Hello, Spring Enterprise. Nice invasion stripes on those. See, I didn't see them. Were they on the ground? Did I pass them? Let's autopilot. I don't really want to autopilot though, because they're gonna get me to decrease my height. Just go 4x speed. Which is not easy with this thing. Is so fidgety at 8x. You can fly a plane at 8x, you can fly it at 1x, right? Alright, let's stay in cockpit now, because I don't want to cheat. Let's start looking for the Japanese bombers that have been reported. Also take a look at my map. We missed something? Bowl. That's a bunch of bowl. We know where we're supposed to go. You don't tell me what I missed. I was probably too high. But we're making our way over to Pearl Harbor. Yeah, once it's at 1,500, so that's four. Well, I mean, let's just call that 5,000 feet. I am at 10,000, just a bit higher than they want. But I'm telling you, I think this is protect. Actually, we're supposed to be protecting Pearl Harbor itself, not from bombers, but maybe from like the naval strikes. I thought we were going to be defending against two-wing bombers. It must be. Maybe it was the mission number 2 I was thinking of when I did this mission before. So 1,500, still a little bit high. Ah, what do you think that is? I can't see what they're shooting at, but they're shooting at something. I'll climb a little higher in my seat. Okay, let's just keep our eyes on the swivel here.
Heading 180, altitude 15.
Got him.
Heading 090, altitude 15. Attention, fighters, 12 o'clock low.
Try to catch one before he makes his run. Damn it. Didn't get him quite in time. Hmm? See him. Oh, holy cow. I can't tell if that was my wingmate or not. Probably was my wingmate. Ah, there he is. Huh. Ah, there he is. Could not find him. Just doing Blue Angel stunts right now. Evening! So we're out just chasing this one guy. Looks like the... Okay, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. This might be the one thing we really hopefully don't fail on, is stopping that. You can't really like lean over like we would in a real plane. What you would do is like you'd lean over. I can't simulate it, but you'd lean over. You'd look. Which I can't really do, but there's one. Oh, that's really high.
I'll be right there. Get him off me. Man, you're 12 o'clock on.
Wish I could move my mouse. I could hit this guy. Smoked him. Let's pull out. Like that. Is what I really wanted to look at. We got him anyway. How are we looking? Not too much worse. The worse for wear. Let's see how we actually look. That's not good. Take a look at that fuel gauge. 40. We got half tank still. All right, let's do it.
Dead ahead. Number 1, you shooting.
I got him. Got one. Scratch one. If I can come from underneath them, just below their tail, it's actually quite nice, then they can't actually return fire. They'd shoot their own tail. Alright. Let's get them. Leak. Got his wing, maybe?
Altitude 01, heading 120.
You know what? F you. This is America. Just gonna go ahead and do things the old-fashioned way. Got it! I got it! I got it! I sawed off his his rear wing. I did sacrifice my propeller to do it, but we sawed off his his rear wing. Okay, let's look for a place to land.
Attention, fighters, dead ahead.
Woo! That was fun. Nothing this way. Turn back this way. Where do we have something? Give me something to work with here. Alright, this way. That's one for the memory banks. Sawing off a Japanese rear tail wing with your propeller. Okay, so let's lower gear. This is what I was shooting for. I didn't realize there'd be a big dip. I thought the road would be, you know, like a road, but maybe I can land over here. We're quickly running out of options. Okay, let's gain a little bit of speed so I can level up. Okay, good. Now, slow it down. Slow it down. And up. Got it. Woo! We made it. Not bad. Not bad for a day's work. If I had been much more conservative on my ammunition, I don't know if you guys noticed, but what happened is at first my wing ammunition ran out, and then I only had my two machine guns right in between my propellers there. And I even wasted all that ammunition. I got a fuel leak on them, which probably was going to be good enough, but just because we were matching speed so well with them, I decided to just go for broke, and expecting that his wing would be weaker than my fuselage. I wasn't even necessarily aiming for his rear wing, but when I got close enough, it was nice that we clipped that. I just anticipated we could do more critical damage to him with a fine American manufacturing than they'd be able to do to us. So, was that the right way of doing things? Probably not. Oh, friendly in the air. So, that was still fun. Oh, this is my wingman. He's already climbing after some Japanese bombers, it looks like. Is he gonna get him? That's such level. Oh wow, he got hit. Holy cow, I thought for sure that he had destroyed that thing. Okay, let's look at the enemy plane, which was just shot at. This one does not look any worse to wear if that's him. Oh yeah, it's got a few bullet holes, I think. That's what I'm looking at, right? Yeah, that's a... Okay, he just didn't get anything critical. Lucky son of a gun. Okay, so that's good. Let me try one other mission, and then we'll probably wrap the stream up. I mean, not even the stream, but I may even just call the stream to a close and then do something else. I mean, call the IL-2 portion of the stream to a close and do something else. So let's try one other thing. And for a second, let me just listen to feedback from the comments, from the chat. What should our last mission be? I have an idea. I kind of think that we should do something with the IL-2, because that is the namesake and a lot of fun. Doesn't have to be, though. I'm kind of tempted to do this N4 mission. I don't even know what that is. What does it stand for? Just a mission. It doesn't have any description about what it is. Spring Enterprise says, I don't know much about flying. Well, the main point is to keep buoyancy via lift provided by the wings, which you can't do if you aren't going fast enough. As we realized in my my adventures in the Warhawk there. I think, yeah, let's just do the IL-2. This is the namesake of the game. Kurt Over says, Soviet tank, so strong kick can fly. Yeah, we gotta do this. Let's see what this mission is. Ground attack. Today, after months of thorough preparations, the armies of the Third Reich launched a decisive offensive called Operation Citadel. Ooh, cool. Its primary target is the encirclement of the armies of the Central and Voronezh fronts at the Kursk Arch through a simultaneous strike of the two assault armies in the oncoming directions from the regions of Oral and Volgorod. Captured the day before, POWs have revealed that the operation is scheduled to begin today at about 0300 hours. It was thus decided to conduct counter-arty shooting at the positions of the Wehrmacht forces, with a subsequent airstrike at the enemy airfields at... Okay, I guess this happens earlier, not at 0300. At 0220 hours on the Central, and at 0300 hours at the Voronezh fronts. Objective: storm an airfield located at the southern outskirts of Oral City, where, according to the 16th Army Air Army reconnaissance data, recently received and newly modified anti-tank Junkers 87s, the Stuka, are located. We will have 2 Yak-1Bs. Sounds interesting because I think this is going to be at night. So they're going to give us... Well, let's see what we want to give us. I think they give us these light bombs. 6 100-pounders, but I would prefer something else. The rockets are pretty cool. We could do those. Our goal is to destroy airplanes, which you can do just as well with rockets, frankly. Wargame says that's 100 kilos, not pounds, so 220-pound bombs. Thanks for the correction. thing is, I'm not very likely to hit things with bombs. We've seen my accuracy with bombs, so I'm tempted to actually go with something like... These are 100-pound bombs then, and some rockets instead. Which are more inaccurate bombs or rockets? Really depends on who's shooting them. Rockets are pretty accurate, I think, except for the spread. That's a tough one. Kurtover says, "Hello, Fritz. Communism calling." Yeah, the P-tabs are the 2.5-pound bomblets. I think that they were meant to kill tanks. Wargames probably knows this. And you're supposed to hit it directly on the top of the turret. That's what I believe, and Wargames will correct me. But I believe that these 2.5-pound P-tabs were meant to be just kind of like sprinkled over tanks. And if you got lucky and hit the top of the tank, the top of the turret, you would destroy the tank. Is that right, Wargames? Correct me. That's my understanding of it. Correct. But would also kill planes on the ground. Okay. So it could also be used against airplanes. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if it can destroy the top of a tank, it should be able to destroy an aircraft. Like, what is this? What is this? 50AO10? Is this like a cannon? A cannon pod or something? I don't see like a pod, though. We already have a pod, so we already have a... I think I'm going to go with... Well, let's go with the default loadout. I can just drop them anywhere and then, move along with my cannon. Frankly, I'd rather carry more ammunition with the cannon, but that's fine. Oh, no, what am I doing? I didn't check my other possible skins. Brown, green. Oh, I like that. Funky. Oh, yeah. It's almost offensive. The funny thing is, Void actually looks like a reasonable winter camo. It's supposed to be absolutely nothing, just nothing but white. Let's go with this brown green. We won't be so different than the default, but we will stand out. And I don't mean as in the camouflage is wrong, I just mean that everyone else will be in the normal camouflage and we'll be in something which is also appropriate but slightly different. Okay, let me get a drink of water. I think, am I leader? Can't remember. Didn't read what it said. Maybe we start in the air? Nope. My flight lead? I am. Alright, let's get those chocks in. Speed 20% or so. Start the engine. We got a truck driving over the... Boy, get the hell out of the way! The nerve. These Russians. Just crossing the airfield. This is an active airfield, buddy. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I mean, if they start crossing... I'm sorry, I'm not going to wait for all of them. See if everyone else... We're just blowing dust in the face of everyone behind us. Go to takeoff flaps. It's our gunner. Okay, so let's get ready to go. Actually, before we do, ground control. Can we have runway lights, please? No. I guess that's a no. It's not even a radio transmission. Okay, take the chocks off. We got the wheel brakes on. It's one of my buttons, is wheel brakes. They kind of work. Alright. And away we go! Oh my gosh! The torque! Oh my gosh! The torque! Okay, no! God! This thing is so squirrely. Alright, dip the nose down. Thank you. Now just give me a little bit more, and we'll be off. Alright, we're up. I can feel it. She was ready. Bring those flaps up. Bring that gear up. Success! Another successful not crash to landing or crash takeoff. And I have to say, that is a beautiful looking moon that I can no longer see, but Let's tilt one way just so I can see it. Which way are we going to go? Left or right? Oh, right. Okay. Let me see it. There it is. Nice. Okay, so let's autopilot from here. I was able to do the hard part, which is taking off. So we'll let the rest of the boys catch up with us. IL-2 is actually, besides that really terrible torque, which the only way you can get around it is by doing some trick with the wheel chocks. And then I don't have a very good, so I guess this is a question Spring Enterprises asked, what sort of controller are you using to fly this? I'm using pretty much the cheapest controller you can use. It doesn't have foot pedals, like rudder pedals. I'm using a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. Very cheap, it's like $35. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go gung-ho. I don't fly all the time. I love flying, but it's not where I would invest my money, so I didn't. So, I mean, if this is something which I do more, actually, Historical Gamer and I are planning to do a series